This is the website of Ubuntu Linux. So www.ubuntu.com. We have the option download. You can select desktop and press download once again. Now they'll come with some interview questions, but you can skip that. So press not now and select download now. You'll see it automatically starts to download for a 64-bit processor. Now if you don't have a 64-bit processor, you can go to the URL on top here and change it to i386, which is a 30-bit processor. So if you go to that page and press download, you'll see it starts to download the 32-bit version. So we do that just by changing the link and the last part into i386, which is short for a 30-bit processor. So once press save, press OK. So if you have a 64-bit machine, you don't need to change the URL obviously, but in case you do have, now it will start downloading.
Go to the website virtualbox.org, so this website, and this program you can use to run any operating system inside an app. So that you can try the Linux system without actually changing your actual operating system, so you can actually not break your system. Of course, the alternative is just to buy a Linux live CD, so buy a disk from ubuntu.org or .com or any Linux distribution site and just buy the CD and put it in the computer and start Linux. However, VirtualBox is an alternative. So if you go to the virtualbox.org website and you press download, you can download the VirtualBox app for free. So you can select Windows. If you have an Apple computer, you can check this one. And if you select that one, you see you can just press save and run the installation program. And then we'll continue to make a virtual image, so which is actually a virtual computer image. And we can run the Linux system inside the VirtualBox app.
You can run Ubuntu on a virtual machine. We've started VirtualBox. We need to create a virtual machine. So go to New, the left corner here. Type Ubuntu. You see it automatically selects the configuration. In this case it's a 32-bit machine. So I'm going to select 32-bit Ubuntu. Create virtual hard disk. Press create. Just press create again. So you see it's created the image. Now we need to insert the CD or the USB drive. So press settings. Select storage. Notice that our CD drive is empty. Press the little plus here. Choose disk. And select Ubuntu 16 and your processor version. Now press OK. If we press start, it will start the computer, the virtual computer, with the Ubuntu system inserted. So you see it's starting the computer right now. See, it will start the Ubuntu system directly of the CD medium, which is a virtual CD. And you enter directly the installation screen. So just wait a little bit longer for it to appear. Inside the installation screen, you can either choose to install it or to try the Linux operating system directly from the CD or USB drive. Notice it's starting the graphical environment. So it might take a second or two to really boot up, to really start. Now, you have the option to install Ubuntu or to try it. Press install, and this will start the installation process for Ubuntu. Now I recommend that you have a computer targeted just to install Ubuntu. So it might take a moment to load. Now we can select our language, press continue. You may want to download updates and third-party graphics while installing. So if you select those will be installed. Press continue. Now you have several options because you can install Ubuntu next to another operating system such as Windows. In case you do that, you could lose your Windows installation. It could go wrong and you could lose all your data. So I recommend having a dedicated computer to install Ubuntu or to do it in VirtualBox. So in case you have an empty disk or use VirtualBox, you can just select erase disk and install Ubuntu and press install. Press continue. Select your location on the world. It's just for the time zone, so that such as the system shows the correct time. Now select your keyboard layout. In my case I always need this one, but depending on your keyboard layout you might need a different one. And finally you will need to select a username and password. So I'm just going to name it Ubuntu with passport Ubuntu. You have an option to encrypt your home folder. So if you don't know what it is, just leave it open for now and press continue. Now it will just start automatically installing the Ubuntu system. And once the installation is complete, you can restart the system